Hey y'all. Well, we have turned this back bedroom for now into a dried flower room, and you can see we've got lots of dried flowers happening in here. Yay. I don't know what we're gonna do with them, but it's the end of the season and some of these will dry really nicely. Some of them probably will not dry, but we're still going to give it an attempt. These guys, these marigolds, if they just retain a little bit of their color when they dry, I still think they'll be pretty. But yeah, we're even given a shot to drying some sunflowers, which I don't think they'll do, but we will. We'll see. And of course we know that straw flowers dry really nicely. I mean, they feel dry to me before they're ever dried. This is the zinnia. And yeah, they're really funky looking. But we may find something to do with them. And these are some of the little brains that fell off. This is the celosia. It's called a coxcomb. And they fell off of their little stems. But let me show you these guys up close. They really are pretty, and apparently they're supposed to dry rather nicely. We'll find out. But they're very, very unusual flower, and people have really liked them in the arrangements. These are the Gomphrena, and they dry really, really well. And then this is the Celosia feathers, and they dry really well. And yeah, we just have all kinds of little strings up. And I know some of y'all will, it's really dusty in here where Hugh has ran the table saw and everything. But I know that some of y'all will worry about me putting screws in the walls and screws in the ceiling. But honestly, this room will, after finished drying this fall, I will be turning it into my studio. So this dark paneling is about, I don't know, 60 years old. It's been around since somewhere in the 1970s, 1960s, and the Silatex also. The carpet, I'm not going to show you the carpet. It's pretty sad. But anyway, we are going to take this down, and if y'all remember the walls in the living room, they're like the old beaded board. They run side to side. Let me take it and show you. That's what's behind this paneling. So, and it's a mess in here. I don't know if the lights are hooked up or not. Let me see. Yeah, they are. Okay. So, the ceiling is that. The walls are that. Of course, when this room gets redone, it's actually going to be painted. This is a pretty color that Aaron had painted it, but this room is actually going to be a gallery. I'm going to use it as a gallery, and we're also going to use it as a classroom. So I'm going to change the color to very, very pale gray, or a very, very pale cream, or an off-white, or something that's more of a gallery type color. Look at these funky window treatments I have in here. This is a room darkening fabric. One side is black and the other side is silver. We chose to turn the black out so that it would hopefully draw the heat in here. We're needing the heat to dry these things. Over here, my mother-in-law had a little collection of of bears that someone at the Museum of Appalachia, every year she would buy one every year at the Museum of Appalachia. This one's got to have some new clothes made because I think a doggy got a hold of her clothes. I'll have to make her a dress. And this was Chelsea's Puffalump when she was a little bitty person. But anyway, let's go over here and sit down under these flowers. This old piece of furniture, it's like a bishop's bench from an old church. I don't know if that's what it was. My mother-in-law's had it for years. So, look, we need some light down here. But I'm sitting under the gumprina. That's funny. Wonder how many spiders I'll have in my hair when I get up. But yeah, we've got lots of room yet, but we also have lots and lots and lots of flowers to cut yet. So we'll be cutting lots. Well, this ceiling will be totally full. I'll show y'all when I get it completely filled up. But the things that we're planning on doing with them is making like little centerpieces, some for autumn. And that's what these dried flowers will be used for, is the autumn centerpieces, just made out of a little like a 3-inch thick piece of a log, and maybe 8 inches in diameter, or a half of a log that might be, say, 6 inches in diameter, just cut down the middle, maybe 10 inches long or so. And they'll have a little candle on them, and they will have, let me turn it around. I'm sitting here in the dark at y'all. And yeah, and we've been working outside all day. Let me find my little, there they are. Make sure I'm looking in the right spot. Either that or I'm looking off in the corner. But I think that's going to just give us kind of the last hurrah with the flowers this year. And Chelsea and I are looking into possibly adding some herbalist type things, some herbal flowers that we can dry, and people can use them in tinctures or as teas, or just different types of things. I don't know for certain, but I just want to learn all that I can about growing herbs. It's always been a little bit of a fascinating subject to me, but I have never pursued finding out about it. So I'm going to do that this winter, and I think that'll give us kind of an extended revenue through the winter months when the flowers are kind of going by the wayside for a few months. It gives us something at least to do. If we're drying the herbs, we can actually have them packaged for the next season. So we'll see. But I hope y'all are doing well. Those of you that just survived Milton, my heart goes out to you. I hope that you can make very judicious decisions for yourself and your family, and that what you want to do is what will come to fruition. If you want to rebuild, if you were indeed damaged to that point, if you decide to rebuild there, I wish you the best. I mean, I know when your heart's attached to an area, wanting to stay. And so I just want that for you, if that's what you want. But I hope that above all else, that you and your family, your pets, and everything that's important is very, very safe. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to go take a shower. We've had a really long day. We've worked in our flower beds across the road. Chelsea's cut tons of flowers, and I've strung wire, and we've hung things and worked here and there. Just some days, do you ever get to the end of the day and you wonder, what did I do all day? I know I was busy, but you might have a hard time remembering exactly what you did. today's one of those days. I know I've been going since early this morning, and I'm ready to not go anymore. I'm ready to go take my shower and sit in my recliner with my feet up. Probably have a big dog on my lap because that's what they think they need to do is sit on my lap. And some of them weigh 80 pounds, but that's okay. They can, if they're able to get in the chair with me, they're going to be snuggled. All right, y'all. I love you much. I hope that the rest of this week, that for all of us, it will just be a quiet time, uneventful, and that we might all accomplish what we need to in getting our life sorted back and just moving forward with what we need to do. I love you all much. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.